study material on my, and there's a question paper for October, November 2018, because you asked me for the bank recon last night. So we're going to do an example of a bank recon. I need you to, if you can't download it, or if you haven't done so by now, I have also posted it in the group. So either way, you should have it. So let's look at the question that I have asked you to do. It is the bank recon. So question with Diamond attorneys, October, November 2018. Question 1. It is the bookkeeper of Diamond attorneys, and they want us to do a bank recon. And this is for 20 minutes, 26 minutes. So you may start right now to do your bank recon. Any questions before we start?
Sorry, Aziza. I just joined on what page are we?
If you have got your question papers that you downloaded from Mayonisa,
Yeah.
it is question 1, right? Diamond attorneys, the bank recon.
Okay.
I'll just repost it in the group. Okay.
Sorry, Aziza.
Yes.
Where do I find this? I still can't find it.
Your study material. It's by your study material.
Oh, sorry.
On my Unisa. But I have actually just posted you. Are you in our group, Perez?
Oh, no, I'm not. I was just wondering because I
Okay.
thought it was something completely different. My bad, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
So do you have a copy of it? Yes.
Aziza, if he's in the meeting, he can see the post under the file. Just direct him to the file. Is it not there?
It's not there. It's part of their study material that the UNISA gave them.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was something different, sorry.
Okay.
But Perez, you have that question?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. So anybody who doesn't, you can just WhatsApp me. I'll send it to you also. Okay.
Oh, you're going to WhatsApp? Okay, we're not going to upload it. We must still upload it for the others that watch the recording. Eh? Okay.
No, they do have it. It's a part of
Okay.
the My Unique study material.
Okay.
Aziza? Aziza, can you hear me? Hi, Richard. Ek dink daar's fout met weer praat. Okay, wait. Nee, daar.
I can hear you. I could hear you all the time.
Hi, Risa, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, Adele, I can hear you.
Okay, okay.
It's just that my thing was muted and it got stuck, so I couldn't answer you.
Okay, okay, not a problem.
Hi, sorry for those people who came late, who joined us late. The example that we're doing now is in your official study material. It is the question papers that the university gave you with those solutions. So I've asked you to download the October one, 2018. We're busy with the first question because last night you had requested us to do a bank recon. So the first question is diamond attorneys. If you did not have, if downloaded or you don't have access to that study material, I have put it on the WhatsApp group. I've snapshotted so it's on the WhatsApp group as well. 2 more minutes left, and we can start. Okay, so let's start. So I have asked you to do bank refund, and can you all hear me? Hopefully you had your framework on hand. Can you all hear me?
Can hear you, Aziza.
We can hear you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Okay. So how many people finished the bank recon? How many people got it to balance? Anybody get it to balance? Nobody. Okay. Remember we spoke about our framework in the previous class. Okay. And what did we say under cash receipts journal? We will have total receipts. We said we will have sale checks. Anything else? In our cash payments journal, we said we will have total payments. Paid. And here we said interest receipts. We had bank fees, R&D checks, everything else, debit orders. What else?
Service fees, I think. Service fees.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I think service fees also needs to go there as well.
Yeah, service fees, that's right. Okay, we'll think about some more things as we go along. Okay. And then we said we will then do an adjusted bank statement. This is our framework. And okay, and then we said we have we have something like a debit. Okay, and we have the debit balance. So, going here. Okay. And then we said standing deposit. And we put an outstanding deposit with the credit. I think we said outstanding check. Okay, we should those who always do that. We should be able to leave a few lines open. We said it might be an error. And then we said debit slash credit balance. So how many people actually did it this way? Okay, so let's just start. Okay, so let's start with our question. And then they say in point number 1, the bookkeeper of Damon Attorneys provided the following information for the month ended 31 March before the additional information listed in 2.1 to 2.10 were taken into account. Okay, so the bank account in the general ledger, they gave us an amount of 1752. Okay, they told us it was in the general ledger bank account. Okay, and they said to us it was debit or it was favorable. Okay, so we're going to put it in there on the debit or the favorable side. Okay, so and that's our first mark. Okay, the next one, they said the bank statement was unfavorable of 324. Okay, so we're going to go to our bank recon and we're going to go debit balance as per bank statement. And we know that a debit in a bank recon is unfavorable. Okay, so we're going to put that amount in there of 324 rand. Another mark. Copying and pasting this exercise once we have our framework. The business cash receipts journal, right, was 24,540. Okay, so 24,540. The business cash payment journal was 28,290. Alrighty. Give us additional information. On comparing the business bank statement with the business cash journal for March and the bank recon statement for the month of February, the bookkeeper noted the following. Right? A trust check for 1190 issued to P. Chetty, a client, was incorrectly recorded in the business cash payments journal. Right? So it was recorded incorrectly in the business cash payments journal. Therefore, I'm going to rectify it in my business cash receipts journal. So, who was this person? P. Chetty. I'm going to put here P. Chetty. Okay, so this one is kind of like to think where it's going to go. And that was 1190. Next point. Check number 885 for 1622 received from C. Moodley, a client, was incorrectly recorded as 1662 in the business cash receipts journal. Okay, so check number 885. What's the difference between 1662 and 1662? So that's a 40 rand. Okay, so I'm going to adjust it because it must be a payment out. Okay, so let's just put in the adjustment. Okay, for Moodley. Okay, and that was the 40 bucks. Okay. 2.3. Entries on the bank statement not yet recorded in the business cash journal. So there's a service fee of 242 rand. So let's put it under service fee, another copy and paste exercise. Interest on the business investment was 55 rand. So the interest earned, received, was the 55 rand. Right? Interest on the overdraft, okay, was 76 rand. Okay, copy and paste. 2.4. These services rendered for 2410 entered in the business cash receipt journal on 31st of March, deposited on the 2nd of April. Okay. So, deposited on the 2nd of April. So that is an outstanding deposit. Okay. Because it was only deposited on the 2nd of April. Okay, 2.5. A debit order for 340 for government gazettes payables to government printers and business creditor appeared on the bank statement, but not in the relevant cash journals. So because it's not in the relevant cash journal, we need to go and put it in because somebody forgot. Okay, so let's call it government. It's okay, and that was the 350. Okay. Received a direct deposit of 2210 from A.R. Mono, a client for the preparation of documents regarding the registration of a company. The transaction has not yet been recorded by payment attorneys. So because this transaction was not recorded yet, we need to go and record it under our receipt journal. Just insert another few columns here. Okay, so it is A Hermano, and for A Hermano, 3210. Okay. For number 2.7, the bank erroneously debited Damon Attorney's business bank account with a check of 1195. This check was drawn by Demo Attorneys, another client of the bank. Okay, so that is an error. Okay, you're now going to credit that error. Okay, let me just see. In the bank record, yeah, you're correct. Okay, so 2.8 check number 380 for 462 issued to S-Sing, a business creditor on the 12th of March, was recorded in the business cash payments journal, but was returned by the bank on the 28th of March due to an error on the check. Okay, so that goes to my business cash receipt journal. Okay. That was for Signet. 462. Okay. So an electronic transfer fund for 1580 payable to J. Edwards in respect of a third-party claim of Trollop appeared on the bank statement, but not in the relevant cash journal. So it's on my statement, but not in my relevant cash journal. So I'm going to put it in the right cash journal now. The payment to advocate was made in the business bank account as T. Trollop does not have sufficient funds in the bank account. Okay. So that goes under spell check. Okay. Is there more on the next page? Right. The following checks are electronic transfers that were not yet presented by the bank for payment. So check number 201 to be Gale, a business creditor for 630. But they say there check number 201 is stale and it must be cancelled. So we know that stale check is going to go somewhere back in my cash receipt journal. The following was 370, okay, for working electricity. So that goes to my bank recon. So let's put here check 370 2550. And then EFT 53 to Anchor and Adverts for 470. Okay. Okay. 24, 540, 630, 55, 1110, I mean, sorry, 1190, 2210, 462, to give a total of 29,087. Okay. That same 29,087. Okay. Now payments of 28 to 90, 76. The 1580, the 242, the 40, and the 350. Okay, so that gives me 3578. Okay, and I'm going to put that on the side. Okay, so the highest value is the 35. Just see. 1752 plus 29 is 30,839. 30,839. Then my carry down value. Right, let's take a different color here, different color. Make it blue. So it's 261 rand. Okay, so take it into my blue. And let's put it down. So it's 261. Our balance brought down to 261 rand. Okay, on what side am I going to put it on my bank recon? Anybody want to answer that? Nobody wants to talk to me. So let's just put it on there. So something doesn't look like it's going to balance here. Something doesn't look like nothing is going to balance on the debit side here. And it's just retell here. So I've got my 324, my 2550, my 470. Oh, my 1195 must be on the other side. Sorry, man, I did say credit, but I must have not seen it. Okay. So now it looks more like it's going to balance. Now in the exam, can you see, in the exam, you're going to go look for that error. Meanwhile, you meant to put it on the credit side, but then you ended up putting it on the debit side because you didn't look properly. So now you're going to look and look and look for that error where you have just lost 1 mark and got 98% for the test. But if you're going to look for the error, trust me, you'll never find it. So now it's balancing out. Let me just put this quickly. Just neaten this up and put it in block. Okay. actually seen this was discussed to you as well. The solution. Okay. Just see this within my notes here. He's also working on my notes. Okay. Okay, so I'm the figure here in my cash receipts journal. Nobody.
I didn't hear you, Aziza.
Nobody. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, it was just breaking up a bit.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Oh, okay. So how many people managed to get this tally here by my total receipts? This tally of 29,000.
I got the cash receipts correct.
So 29,087.
Yes.
Okay. And your cash payments, you went somewhere wrong here.
I actually got the payments correct as well. I didn't finish the reconciliation statement.
Okay, so you got your 261 balance here as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I just did the general ledger, the cash payments journal, and the cash receipts journal. I didn't do the bank recon.
Oh, okay.
Time was up.
So is it now Palisa or Precious?
It's Balisa.
Who's speaking? Palisa, I can't distinguish
I
between you
also
and
said
Precious.
them right.
Okay. Did you also get them right, Precious?
Yes,
Okay.
except
Okay.
for the bank recon.
You never had enough time. So your next bit is
Yes.
just to try to work faster so that you can get your. Remember, I gave you 23 minutes. Yeah, 23, 24 minutes I gave you, but there was also a lot of distraction in between. But I gave it because you're not under exam conditions. That's why I gave you shorter time. But you need to just try to, with the next examples, maybe try to see if you can finish the whole exercise. Okay. Anybody else? Any other questions? How did the other people do? Except the two women. Looks like the women are rocking in this class, eh? Where is everybody? Shannon, how did you do? Okay, nobody wants to talk further to us. As long as everybody learned something. Okay, so your tutorial letter. Let's just try to get that up. So let's look at question 2. I'm just opening it up. Okay. Can you people see this question 2 here in front of on my screen? Because I'm not sure if you can see it. The tutorial letter.
No.
No, it's not showing it, is it?
Can't see it. Oh, you're not
No,
showing
it's
it. Okay, hold on, okay, let me just share this stuff again. Okay, can you see it now? Question 2, can you see question 2 now?
No, it's not showing. Oh, there
Still
we
You
are.
not.
can
There
see
we
it
are.
now. You can see it now.
Okay, okay, thanks. So now, let me just see. Okay, so that's how I want you to do it. The account to be debited and the assets, equity, and liabilities. If you did not master get it 100% last night on that question that we did, question 1, I want you to at least get 100% tonight. Do you want me to? I'll just post, but do you want me to just make a copy and post it in the group, or can everybody see? Okay, I've just posted it in the group as well. So you've got exactly 15 minutes. You've got until 10 past 6 to complete this one, question 2. Okay, and you may begin. Please. Maar tot andere, maar it's delicious. Hand fractured.
Aziza,
Yes.
are we doing the accounting equation only? Because like it's too much time that you have given us.
Okay, is everybody done now? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we are done.
Okay. Okay, so let's look at it. Okay, the first question that they said was a client, J. Armstrong, paid 5,000 Rand for services rendered. Okay, so let me just put it out here, the account to be debited. Debited. Equity quality is bigger. This is a bit bigger. Okay. Okay. So the first account to be debited would be, you guys have to give me the answers, would be our business bank account, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think I'm going to give wrong answers and I'm going to see if you say right or wrong. Okay, and the next account to be debited would be services rendered or fees. Okay, so in my assets column, yes,
Yeah, your screen is it's not showing.
is my screen not showing? Ach,
Yeah.
nee, man. Okay, so let me
Yes.
just shoot. Is it showing now?
Not yet.
Okay, maybe there's a delay. Should be showing. Not yet, still not yet.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Still
don't
not
see
yet.
anything. I don't see anything.
Okay, let me just try again. Application window. Share. Is it sharing now?
Nothing's popped up yet. No, okay, now it's popping up. There we go.
Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks for always reminding me. Okay, so we're going to debit our bank account with plus 5,000, and we are going to debit our equity account with plus 5,000. I don't think I need to do the table at this stage anymore. You should know the table. Okay. The next one, the next line says the owner paid the business water electricity for May 27 with a check of 1540. So which two accounts are going to be debited and credited? Account to be debited.
Water and electricity
Water.
debited and bank
Okay.
credit.
Electricity and business bank. Okay. And my asset is going to be minus 1540. My water and electricity. Sorry, my water and electricity is going to be minus 1540, and my business bank account is going to be minus 1540 as well.
Aziza,
Yes,
just one question.
yes, I'm listening.
Would we be incorrect if we said just say bank, or must we say business bank, trust bank? Must we specify which kind of bank?
You must specify. Yeah, you're gonna have to specify. You can't just say bank. So if you wrote bank, mark it wrong for now, so that you know that you didn't get all your marks. Okay. So number 11,
Sorry,
receive. Yes.
I would like to find out if we're paying water and electricity, is it not a liability?
No, water and electricity is not a liability. Remember, a liability is an obligation, right? Now, water and electricity is consumption. You used it, you pay for it at the end of the month. If you have water and electricity account, remember you can go to city council anytime and you can say, Drakensberg municipality, please cut my electricity off. I'm no longer needed and I don't pay anything further. You're only going to pay with what you use, which makes it an expense. But if you a liability is something that you paid, that you took, but you still need to pay for it later on. A past experience. Okay. So number 11, receive 15,000 rand for cash for services rendered. Okay, so what would that entry be? What am I going to debit?
Business bank account.
Bank.
Bank.
Okay, yes. And what am I going to credit?
Services rendered.
Services
rendered.
Yeah.
Okay. So my is to increase. Am I right? With 15,500, and my equity is going to also increase 15,500. Okay. The next one on day 19, Brothers Attorney electronically transferred 52530 from Moody's Trust Creditors account to the business account to settle his outstanding debt. So when he transferred, what is the transaction?
Aziza, I wrote it's business bank. It's debited and client account credited.
Okay. I'll be with you now, Balisa, or Precious. Okay, so I'm going to increase my 5 to 30, and I'm going to decrease the client control account. Right? You want to say something else? Somebody, the lady wanted to say something?
Oh, I wanted to know if it's incorrect because I wrote trust creditors instead of client control.
Okay, and then what did you credit?
I credited trust creditors and debited business bank.
Okay, no. So you have to, there's 4 transactions here. So we have to debit our trust creditors control as well. Okay, and I'm going to have to credit my trust bank account as well. Because remember, we're moving the money, it's like we did it in chapter 9, chapter 8, where you're moving the money, right? So I'm now going to reduce my trust creditors control account, minus 5 to 30, and I am going to credit my trust bank account. Okay. Sorry. Let me just re-explain this here. My trust creditors control. I'm going to credit my trust creditors control. 5 to 30. Right? And I'm going to reduce my trust bank account because I'm now moving the money there. Okay. You with me? Everybody with me? There's four links to this transaction. Okay, because they electronically transferred an amount of 5 to 30 from Woodley's trust creditors account to the business bank to settle his account. Okay, so when we moving it, that was chapter 7, I think, chapter 7 and 8, chapter 7, where we transferring the money now to the business bank account. If you got that wrong, just review this piece with chapter 7. Okay. Day 23.
Aziza?
Yes.
Aziza, just a question. So what you're basically saying on that transaction, we then set the accounts off with each other from the trust account to the business bank account, and then we must show it in the equation.
Yes, that's sort of what you're doing here.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know that second part.
Okay. Remember, if you're transferring money, you have to first reduce the transferring money, and then you have to put it into the business bank account. Okay, and that's why when we're transferring it here, we are then reducing my trust creditors control, right? And we are then reducing my trust bank. Then we're moving it into my business bank, so now it's coming into my business bank, and then plus. Okay, and I'm reducing my client control here as well. Okay, so be a minus here, sorry. The minus in front. Okay, so the next one I say salaries and wages. Okay, so what is the account that I'm going to debit? Obviously salaries. Okay, and business bank account because the money is coming out. Okay, so now I am going to reduce my salaries because salaries is an expense, and I'm going to reduce my business bank account. Okay, let me just put the minus here in. Okay. Okay. Day 29, issue an invoice to M. Magosi, a client for 12,000 Rand for services rendered. Okay. Issued an invoice to M. Magosi. So if I issued an invoice, it's going to be my client control, right? Or Magosi. Okay, and my account that I'm going to credit is going to be services rendered or fees. Okay, so when I'm going to increase my client control account, 12,800, 12,000, right? I'm going to then my equity will increase. Okay. Okay. The last one was a client dismissed owing the entity 13,500 since 12 June was declared insolvent. The account must be written off as irrecoverable. Okay. So you're going to debit your credit losses. And we are going to reduce my client control account because now we're writing it off. And no cash business. Okay. right? So I'm going to reduce my account control account with the 30,500, right? Just put a minus here in front. Okay, and in my equity, I'm gonna reduce my equity because the credit losses. Okay, and it's on the debit side. Basically, this is how we would have done this exercise. How many people got 100% for this exercise? How many people got 80%? About 80% correct. 80 and above.
Yeah, that's me. The only thing I had trouble with was
That's me.
the transfer. That transfer, that client control transfer. I swapped it around. Only problem. Yeah.
And you, Palisa?
Precious.
Man. Sorry, Precious man. I'm gonna get confused. I can't see your name up here.
Aziza, just a quick question.
Yes. Okay.
With regards to the money that we receive from the on transaction number 19, doesn't that 5,230 when it's set off in our trust creditors account to the business bank? So when we get the money, we are debiting bank. Doesn't that also increase our equity, equity at the same time?
No. No, business bank. If you put money in that bank, it's your asset. Your asset increase. Only equity. The only thing that increase equity is sales and fees and capital and that kind of stuff increase your equity. So when we transfer that money, we went to lay my business bank account. And I had to reduce my client control as well because now we take less from the client perspective. Does that make sense? Not really. Does anybody else want to explain that to the gentleman? You're right. Okay, so let's look at another example. Let's see which other example I can do. What's the example we started on last night on page question 12, right? So on question 12, we had done the statement, okay? Well, not the question 13, so it was applicable to question 12. So we've done A, the part A, but now I want you to do for me, let's just see, I don't do too long exercises. So I want you to do the trust cash receipts journal quickly. I'll give you 5 minutes to do that. Trust cash receipts journal. Okay, and that was on question 12.
Hi, Aziza.
Yes.
Can you just say again which question?
I'm going to give it to you now.
Oh.
Question 12. Can you see the screen now? The question screen.
It's just taking long to load. It'll load up now, I think. There we go.
Okay. So I want you to do only the cash receipts journal, the trust cash receipts journal for me quickly. And I'll give you, it's now 6:19. I'll give you till exactly 6:30. And you can just do it for me quickly. Actually, no, let's do it till 25 past. So you've got 6 minutes to do that.
Aziza, I can't see the question screen.
Can you not see the, Therese, can you not say you can see the question screen now?
It was loading up, and then it just froze for me.
But can you see it now?
No, can't see it now.
What is going on here tonight? Okay, let me just share
Aziza,
it quickly. Yes?
are we doing question 12 in the tutorial letter that you sent to us yesterday?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I can make a screenshot and then to post it in the group.
Okay, no problem. For those that can't see it here. Hello, hi, sorry. Just remember that we're doing the accounting records of course, you know, on that question. Okay, your 9 minutes is up. Can everybody see the screen? The Excel spreadsheet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we need to figure out what goes into my trust cash receipt journal. Anybody have issues doing this? Did anybody have a problem doing this? Nobody. Okay.
Aziza,
Yes.
yeah, I have a problem with differentiating which one goes to the trust receipt channel and then which one goes to the business receipt channel.
Okay. All money that is trust money goes to the trust cash receipt. Business money only goes to the money that belongs to the business, to the attorney's practice or the attorney's fees. So anything that is related to the business in terms of your water and electricity or stationery, money that you transfer from the trust bank, like the profit, let's call it the profit type of thing in inverted commas, that gets transferred, that gets allocated in your business bank account. But if it's trust money, it doesn't belong to you. It's there for a specific purpose, to do something. That will always be in your trust cash receipts journal. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yes,
But
thank you.
Okay, so let's just look at this. So they received a few amounts of money, right? And the first one that they received was a bank guarantee check to the amount of 15,000 from P-Prince. Invested the amount of 15,000 received from P-Prince in a South African savings bank account, right? But the question right on top, they say, on 2nd of January, Mr. Kutsia, the accountant of durable plastics, requested your firm, senior attorneys, to collect outstanding debt from one of the company's debtors. And now we know that the debtor is King and Prince Wholesalers owe durable plastics. So any money that's going to come in from King will most probably be in your trust creditor or any money, yeah, King and Prince. Okay, so on the day 10, we can see that they received a bank guarantee check in the amount of 15,000. So let's just put there day 10. Okay, so Prince paid. Okay, and he paid an amount of collected that amount, and that's what went into my trust cash receipts journal. The next amount was when they received the 8,000 in cash from Mr. King as part of payment of his account, and they invested the money, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so on day 15, they received money again from King. Okay. The next amount of money was on day 8/28 when they received 7,000 in cash as a final payment of the account. So, okay, King, and that was at 7,000 rand. Right. And then on day 29, they say they closed the saving and received a check account of 23,300. So on day 29, 23,300. This was the trust investment. It has now reached it was 86.4. Okay. Okay, and it was SA Bank. Okay, you put the whole tutti frutti in. Okay, and it was 23,300. Okay. So our total was 53,300. How many people managed to get this right, 100% right?
I got it.
Anybody else? Do we have people other than Precious, Palisa, and Therese in the class?
Yes.
That one for trust. I know that. Did you get yours right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's great. We're just jumping around because I want your brains like to be more like not just concentrate on one chapter so that you can. Okay, let's go to another question now.
Aziza, can I ask you a question, please?
Mm-hmm.
That
You may.
the two amounts that was invested at SA Bank is the 15,000 from ePrints, and then there's another one invested, the 8,000.
Mm-hmm.
So if you plus that two together, it will give you 23,000. It's invested with the one bank.
Yeah.
So on the 29th, they say close the savings account at South Africa Bank and receive a check. So, so that money that's been invested already, I made a mistake by putting only a 300 rand because that is in essence the interest that we got from that two investments. With that,
but remember, that will be wrong. Yeah, remember what happened actually in reality, like I explained that flow to you a few weeks ago. Remember, if somebody comes into my practice and they give me a 15,000, my trust bank account is with AXA. But then if they come in tomorrow and they give me 8,000 rand, right, and I'm going to invest it again, I'm not going to invest it in my AXA trust bank. I'm going to take it to my Section 86 account at Nedbank. So that 15,000 and that 8,000 I remove and I go and put it into my investment account. But when I remove it at the end of the month, I didn't have 23,000, I had 23,300. And that money gets now back into my trust bank account at ABSA. So the flow is from your trust bank ABSA to your investment at Nedbank, remove it out of your investment at Nedbank and back into your trust. In essence, it's almost like a duplicate entry. But what they're trying to show is that all the money was recorded that came into this account. doesn't matter if you're removing it and putting it in again the next day, removing it and putting it in again. They want to show all the money that came into this account at all times. Does that make sense?
It's absolutely clear. Thank you very much. Okay. I just had a mistake
Is it
there.
clear now?
So,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So let's look at question 10. Right. I don't know if I just want to precious, just want to start this and put it on the. Can you see the question here? On the doesn't look like I can share my share. Okay. Okay. Okay, just give it 2 minutes. You should be able to share it. Okay, the question here on question 10 is actually, I want you to do the trust bank account and the trust creditors account. Okay, only those two. So I'll give you, let me see. So 10 to. I'll give you up until 10 to 7. So I want you to do only the trust bank account for this account, and the trust creditors account. Okay. Can you people see this, the question here in front? Is it up?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, thanks, man.
Sorry, what question is this?
Question 10.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sorry, quickly, just listen to me first. I want you to do the trust bank and the trust creditors control. It's going to be 2 and 2. I want you to do it 1 if it's a guarantee check and 1 if it's not a guarantee check. So do it together for me. Okay. So I'm going to repeat the question again, and I'll give you another 10 minutes, so you'll finish at 10 past. I want you to do the trust bank account and the trust creditors control account of 1 if it's a bank guarantee check and 2 if it's not a bank guarantee check. Okay. Good luck to that one. Mm-mm. Are you people done or did I give you too much time? Vanessa, did I give you too much time or you people so busy?
It's a bit tricky, Aziza.
Okay. Okay, then I'll give you for your 10 minutes. Yes, yes, yes. Why? Only one. Okay, let's just discuss it. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, I will.
Yes.
Okay. So did you have trouble with it doing this one? It's a bit tricky. Okay, so let's do
Yes,
it.
it was tricky.
Anybody else found it tricky? Who never attempted it? Who's still stuck on having nothing on the page? Nobody. Okay. So what's going to go into my trusted bank account? We're busy with a non-bank guarantee check. This check hasn't been guaranteed. Anything can go wrong. Okay? So what do we put in our trust bank account?
On the credit side, we have the Uber transport.
Why
the
are you putting the
300.
Uber on the side?
Huh?
Why would you put the Uber? Why did you put the Uber on the side?
On the credit side,
Why did you put it there? What's your reasoning?
because it's the payment.
Related to the court case. Okay. What else did you put in?
Yes.
What else did somebody else put in?
You know, Aziza,
Yes.
I drew 2 trust bank accounts. On the first one, I included all the payments, but then when I read the question again, it talks about the divorce. So for this one, for the second one, I just included the Uber transport on the credit side.
Okay. Okay. So what did you put on the trust bank side on your debit side?
The 6,000, which was not a guaranteed check.
Okay. That's correct. So almost immediately we can put the 6,000 rand on that side, which is from our trust bank account. Okay.
Aziza,
Yes, or
you normally tell us Ruben here. For the bank, the debit side is all the income that comes into the account, and then the credit side would be the payments.
yes. The trust
Right, that's how I've just
yes.
continued doing it. I don't know if I'm right.
That's correct. 100% correct. In my trust bank account. In my trust creditors controls will be the opposite, remember? All the money coming into my trust bank account will be on the side.
I think your direct work is the mirror reflection. That's what you normally indicate.
Yes. Okay, you can see this is a mirror reflection here. Okay. So those are all the amounts that will go into my trust bank account. So let's just put the 6,000 here, which is fine. Tally it up, and there's the 6,000. Okay, so I'm going to carry down here so that I can read. Okay, my carry down value is the 5,700. Okay, so my brought down value here will be the 5,700. Okay, so similar here again, mirror image, mirror reflection, 6,000 and 6,000. Okay, and remember the trust creditors account. Carry down will be on this side. Okay, so these my balance brought down. And that will be the 5,000. So what was so difficult about this? Did everybody get this correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now I think the problem came with my bank guarantee check. Now remember, a bank guarantee check is slightly different. Okay. So in my bank guarantee check, what I'm going to do is, right, because it's guaranteed, right, I am going to put my 6,000 rand in here for my trust creditor. Okay. So we had a 250 rand, right, which was the court fees, right? Because it's a guarantee check, we can put our court fees through our trust bank account, 250 rand, right? Then there was share fees, okay, which I can then put now through my trust bank account. 50. Then I have my Uber fees, okay, which was 300 rand. Okay, and that's it. So now I'm going to tally up at 6,000, right? And at 6,000, okay, and my carry down value will be 5,100. Load down value 5,000, 5,100. Just give me a sec. Adra, just close this room door, please. Okay, so like I said, it was a mirror reflection. So I'm going to put everything on the side, okay, and my trust creditor, which was the payment, on this side. Okay, so that will be my brought down value, sorry, my carry down value here, and this will be my brought down value. Brought down to the 5,100 in a mirror image. So can you see the difference between the two? Because they are guaranteed, we can take the court fees and the sheriff fees and all the fees through to my trust bank account. All right, you see that? That's the difference. Any questions on that?
Yes, Aziza.
Yeah, well,
I would like to know how do you differentiate between the non-guarantee and the guarantee check?
I asked you, the one question said, that's the first one, it says there, on day 13, it said, received a check from Mr. Bosman for payment of fee to be invoiced. The check is not guaranteed. And then I asked you to do a guaranteed one as well. So you can see the difference between the two. You with me?
So it's always going to be stated.
Yeah, they're gonna have to tell you the check was guaranteed or the check was not guaranteed. Okay. So now I want you to do. Okay, I want you to do now the business bank account, same story, and the client control account, same story on how it will, the difference between the guaranteed and the non-guaranteed in your business bank and the client control. Okay, so I'll give you like 15 minutes 15 to 20 minutes to do both. I want a business bank account of a guaranteed and a business bank account of a non-guaranteed. You still have the question up in front of you. You still need the question. Let's just put the question up again. Just share it again. Good. Okay, there you should be able to see it now.
Aziza. Aziza.
Okay. Sorry, man. I don't know why this microphone wouldn't unmute. Okay. Yes, Perez.
Aziza, I just wanted you to explain to me, in the previous example or exercise that we just did, why the Uber payment, the court fees, the sheriff fees would go in the bank guaranteed ledger, but not in the non-bank guaranteed ledger.
because the money was guaranteed, so it can go into your trust bank.
Okay.
There was money. Make sense?
Yes.
So you people done now? Let's just we can struggle with it. Lisa, did you cut struggle Shannon? Shannon, you quiet. Okay. Can you people hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me just get this quickly.
Yeah, Cesar, I think the second one it's a little bit challenging for me. I couldn't complete the cotton fees because I couldn't determine now what is going to be paid out by my or what cash is received by my on the bank statement, and then the client control was a little bit easier for the fees and the stuff, but the business bank posed a challenge for me.
Okay, who was speaking to now?
Ruben, Aziza.
Oh, Ruben, okay. Okay, so let's do our non-guaranteed in our business bank account. Alrighty. So the business bank account, what amount was going to lay in my business bank account with a non-guaranteed check? Is that not going to lay in my business bank account? Can you all see my screen, my Excel screen?
It's just frozen.
Is it frozen?
Yeah.
Is it working now?
It's still frozen for me.
So let's just give it 5 minutes. I don't know why this screen freezes up. Still nothing.
No.
It's working now.
It's still frozen for me. Should refresh.
Okay. Let me just refresh. Anything else?
Still nothing.
Still nothing.
Yeah. I don't see anything.
Okay. Let me reshare it all together again. Let's start from the beginning.
Aziza, so my understanding, so if it's a guaranteed check, we can pay actually more payments as opposed to when it's not a guaranteed check.
Yes. Yes, because a guaranteed check guarantees if the money is paid. Remember that money from the sheriff fees and the court fees and stuff. You don't know if there's money in the bank account. You can't guarantee that. So if look, remember if I give you a trust check, that money, not a trust check, a guaranteed check. That say you give me a guaranteed check of 5,000, I'm guaranteed of that funds. I can start making payments out. But if you give me a check that must delay for 10 days or 20 days, there's no guarantee that money's not going to bounce back again and be an R&D. So that's why I can't do my payments through a trust bank. That's just not right. So that's why we leave it there on my business bank account, for it to move through that account first. Because remember, trust is sort of like, how can I say, you can't just do anything with the trust, and there's laws. regarding a trust bank account. So that's why it's more safer that it lays in your business bank account, and then it gets, once the money is cleared, then you can start doing the payments. But I'll show you now. Can you see my screen now?
I can see the council fees on the credit side.
Okay.
Yes,
Now at council, I think they spelled the council wrong. That CIL, I think that's the other council municipality. I think what they meant was council SEL. Okay. So, right. So my council fees is going to go through my business bank account. Because the check was already paid on the 13th. Okay, but on the 1st there was no money, so it placed in my business bank account. Okay. Then there's entertainment. Okay. The steak that they bought was the 400. It's also going to lay in my business bank account. I'm not going to take a client out then, but it to the trust account. Okay. Then you have the court fees, which was 250. Then you have the sheriff fees, which was 350. Okay. So the 2,800 Rand, if you add that up, you're going to get a 2,800 Rand. Okay. And that 2,800 Rand is your carry down value before the transfer. Okay. All right. Now, just insert some rows here. Insert. Okay. But now we have a 5,700 Rand that is going to be transferred, okay, from the trust bank account. Remember that 5,700 that we transferred from our trust bank account? Okay, so there's going to be a transfer of your 5,700 from the trust bank account. Righty. And on the first of the month, we have to transfer out 2,800 Rand, which is my new month amount, my balance brought out. Right. Let me just see. The question says the 24,000 Rand that we have to transfer, but I think I am now out of it. Okay, 24. What was the fees charged?
$24,000.
Yes. So let's just leave that open here so long. So let's just the 5,700 Rand. Let's just leave the 24,000 Rand here with an asterisk next to it. Because remember this is going to be a transfer now. Complicated example. So let's just leave that amount because I need to balance it out with my client control account. All right. So let's go to my client control account. We see that's the 1,800, right? We see that's the 250 from the sheriff court fees and the 350 from the sheriff fees, right? And the fee that we charged was 24,000 Rand, right? So if we add that up, we're going to get 26,400, right? 26,400, right? So that 26,400 is my client control, of which the contra account is my business bank account. Okay. So let's put the 26,400 there. Yeah. Okay. On my contra account. So that would be that. But now let's deduct the 5,700. Right? The 5,700, which was the transfer for the trust, right? From the trust creditor, right? So this 26,400, right, is my full fees, right? But we transferred 5,700. So 26,000, the carrying value is the 20,700. And that is my transfer settlement department in the client account. So that 20,700 then here is what I'm going to fill in here. Okay. On this side, I'm going to balance it out with the 26,400, right? Minus the 2,800. So I'm going to get my 23,600 then. Okay. And this one here is my balance before the transfer. Okay. It's the same concept as the table that you did and whatever. But this one is just transferring. That's why we have to do our client control account first to bill all the amounts with the fees. Once we add our fees in, we can get our balancing amount. So once we have our balancing amount, we then put in our transfer from our trust bank account, right? And then we will know who pays who. So there's a settlement transfer to the business bank account, right? And that is the 20,700 rand that we're putting in here. Okay. This is kind of like a tricky example. I think this is one of those stuff that you have to do at home again. Let me just write in here. If you're gonna read council 250 was the court fees. Okay. So here you're gonna have your carry down value as well. Your 26,400%, right? Carry down value. Right? You're gonna bring it down again. Take this out here. You can have a brought down value again here, which would be the 26,400. Okay. And it will be here on 26,400. Does this make sense to you? Slightly, but it's something that you have to go and practice.
I'll have to relook at that again.
You have to relook at it again. I think what and then when we get back on Saturday, I'm going to continue with this example, right? So that we can get the nick of it, I will redo it, we'll continue with it. And then on Saturday, the other half of the lesson, I'm going to see, one half of the lesson, I want to finish some stuff off in here. And then the other half of the lesson, I want to do at least one tutorial later, multiple choice. And then when I meet you again the next Saturday, I'm going to have to do another tutorial later. I'm going to see how far we get on Saturday. If we don't get very far, I'm going to request maybe another session in next week.
Like the Monday or something.
Yeah, what days is better? I can't promise, but I'm going to have to ask them.
15th is the exam, which is on the Tuesday, and Monday is the 14th. There's
I don't suggest on Monday or to do anything, any class with you. Monday I can have one-on-one. So anybody who got problems need to email me before that to ask if I can assist them. That's for the Monday. I don't have class. You know, when you write account, you go to bed early, like 9 o'clock. You go to bed. You don't sit late at night with numbers. Otherwise, when you wake up the next morning, you're confused. So that's my plan. But sometime in next week. What is your schedule like next week?
Nothing for me next. Well, personally, nothing for me next week. Just the exam on Tuesday.
Tuesday. Which
Oh wait,
exam?
sorry.
Next week is the week of the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th.
Oh yeah, you know, I do have an exam. It's on Friday, the 12th.
Friday. And the rest of the students?
I also have an exam on Friday and on Wednesday next week.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how far we get on Saturday. What day should we take it? Are you having so maybe if you're having an exam on Wednesday, Tuesday's not going to work for you. So maybe, or is your exam Wednesday the morning or the night?
Let me just quickly check. We can have a class on Tuesday, Aziza.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, let's see if we can, if it's, we'll see how far we get on Saturday with the tutorial letters. And yeah, Anthony couldn't join us tonight. So maybe on Saturday she'll join us again with more news. But this example was quite tricky. But I think that they would give you stuff like this in your multiple choice exam also. That's probably the 3 marks and
okay.
Was the session useful to you? Does it
Yes.
working so?
All of them are.
Yes, a lot.